What is good, YouTube? So on this one, I want to go over a few reasons why you're probably getting rejected from the Amazon influencer program. You've been, applying and just keep denying your account. So I'm going to go over a few reasons why that may be, a few tips on, hopefully getting approved for the program and everything else in between. All right. Now, before we get started with these tips, be sure to smash that like button down there, leave a comment down below if you have any questions whatsoever, and hit that subscribe button down there so you stay notified on more videos, regarding the Amazon influencer program, TikTok shop affiliate, and so much more when it comes to content creation like YouTube and everything else. All right. Now, getting denied is probably one of the worst feelings you can get because you've been trying to, submit your videos. You've been trying to just, get into the program, right? You have the social media following, you worked hard for that, but now at the actual video production, they keep denying you to earn for on-site. So, why is that? What are you doing that, you could probably improve on to make that better? So one of the first things is going to be quality of your actual video. Okay. And that means both the video and the audio. See, you're on this platform to somewhat be an influencer, right? You're basically posting all these videos. So Amazon is going to expect you to have some form of quality. I'm not saying that you need an expensive $2,000 camera, or like $500 mics or anything like that. But, make sure your audio is good. Make sure people can hear you. Make sure that people can actually see you. Make sure they can see the product that you're reviewing and whatnot. Because if they can't see none of that or they can't hear none of it, then Amazon's going to flag it down and they're going to reject it. Okay. Again, they want people with decent quality of their videos, because come on, man, you're on this platform to make quality videos, and if you're not doing that, then hey, Amazon's not gonna want to take you in. So make sure those two things are in check. Look, I'm just gonna say right now, audio will always be more important than the actual video quality, but if you can do both, then do both. Okay, so make sure you have good lighting. Make sure you have you don't need an expensive set of mics, get maybe a little something, or try to talk louder if possible. But make sure that your voice is clear. Make sure that there is no background noise. Look, I am a father of 7 kids. I know how it is with having kids in the background. Ask your spouse if they can watch them for a quick minute, quiet them down, have them watch a movie for a little bit, so that way you can get some type of work done, or go to a different room, in your house. Go in the bathroom if you have to, go in the garage. Sometimes I go in the garage or just in the car just so I can get some type of work done without so much background noise. And again, back to that lighting. Make sure your lighting is pretty decent, okay? You don't want to be trying to review something and it's super dark that you can barely even see what the product is, okay? So yeah, just those little improvements could be the reason why you keep getting rejected and why they keep denying your, videos into the program. So just saying, focus on quality, because regardless, you're going to need to focus on quality when you're in the program to even convert. So if you're not able to kind of master that a little bit up front, it's going to be a very difficult road for some of you. All right. So yeah, just my 2 cents. Now, another reason why they might be denying, your videos is because it doesn't add any value to the actual, end consumer. I see a lot of people who try to do these videos of, hey, I'm going to unbox this video. Here's, the product. This is what it looks like. Here's the color. You've added no value, on the end consumer. Like, okay, yeah, cool. That's the product. I could have just easily looked that up on the Amazon listing and just seen that for myself. So, try to add some type of value, when you're doing your videos. Why do you like this product? What did it do for you? What features did you like? Just, those little things that, might make the end consumer watch it and be like, oh, okay, so now I actually want to buy it because it does this, or, it does that or whatever. So, try to add some form of value, because again, come on, bro, like an unboxing video, I get it, but that's just, pure laziness. And I'm just going to say right now, if you're lazying around like that already up front, it's not going to cut out for you long term in this business model, because it is getting more difficult. And if you're not doing something different, good luck with those type of videos. All right. So yeah, maybe try that. Okay. Just, you never know. Now, another reason maybe too is that maybe some of you are mentioning price, or that it's on a certain deal coupon. Look, a lot of these platforms like both Amazon and TikTok do not like that, because when people watch that video, maybe at a different date or whatever, it is very inaccurate, because, brands will change their pricing and everything, because prices never stay the same on Amazon or on TikTok. So, these websites, they don't like that, because it can be misleading, because a customer might watch your video and be like, oh, it's only $20 right now, but they go on the listing and they jump back to like $40 or whatever. So don't mention any pricing whatsoever, okay? Don't mention any deals or anything. Just keep it short, keep it simple, keep it as a, review, type of video. Don't mention anything about pricing or anything like that, okay? It's just because it's going to be very misleading, and Amazon will reject that video for that particular reason, all right? So just don't do it at all. Now, another reason too is you might be doing certain call to actions that are taking people off the Amazon platform. Maybe you're doing your video and then you're like, be sure to check it out here on TikTok. Be sure to, check it out on YouTube. go to the website and check it out there or something like that, right? That is something that Amazon or really any platform does not like on their websites, okay? The point of these videos is to keep the customer on the website, you know, like Amazon, and have them buy the product there. Last thing you want to do is mislead them, you know, to a different, you know, external website. So if you're doing that, don't do it, because, you know, they're definitely rejecting you for that reason alone, all right? So just, you know, my 2 cents. Now, another reason is probably you're showing certain personal information in your background somewhere. So maybe you're in an office desk and you're showing a lot of papers that has personal information, like your shipping address, box labels, or maybe even children in the video. Maybe, you know, Amazon is pretty strict about having kids in there already, unless you're a company with them. But you definitely don't want those first 3 videos, you know, having one of your kids in there. And if you do have like license plates or just anything that has any personal information, take it out, go into a different room, you know, clear the whole background if you have to, okay? Like my background, I have a lot of stuff, you know, going on back there, but that's because I'm already in the program. I'm, you know, pretty comfortable with it. There's something personal, you know, back there that you can really see. So, you know, if you are, you know, doing that, you are showing some personal type of stuff, then just get rid of it. And at least until you can get approved for the program, okay? Afterwards, you know, if you have like just photos or frames back there, you know, plants, then that is perfectly fine. But regardless, even on your, you know, on-site videos, you do not want to have any type of personal information, okay? License plates, barcodes, you know, like shipping labels, all that, they are very strict on those 3 things for sure. So if you have any of those things in your videos, be sure to take them off completely and redo those videos, because yeah, you will keep constantly get rejected for that, all right? So just, you know, something to look out for. So those are my main tips and reasons why you're probably getting rejected, you know, for your first 3 videos. Again, top of the list, to be honest, for me, it's probably going to be that audio quality, video quality. So just, you know, make sure you're keeping that stuff in check. Now, one last thing that I can think of right now too is, you know, and this is one thing I tell people not to do, is trying to review like supplements or just anything that has to do with health related products, because, you know, the way you say certain keywords can trigger something in the algorithm, because Amazon is, you know, trying to be, you know, very careful how you're promoting those type of videos, and they don't want to be liable for that. So when it comes to health products like gummies, supplements, you know, creatine powders, all that type of stuff, just don't do it for now, okay? Just leave it. Don't let that be, you know, one of your first 3 videos. If anything, when it comes to your first 3 videos, make sure it is something simple, short, boring, like just regular household items, maybe like a sofa, a rug, you know, maybe some clothes, just something so simple that it takes you, you know, 30 seconds to a minute max, and just, you know, something that's not going to trigger anything with the algorithm, okay? You do not want to be trying to shoot these videos and then uploading them and then wondering why you're getting denied into the program because you're doing all these complicated supplement videos or anything like that, okay? So, I mean, even when you're approved for the program, supplement videos are, you have to be kind of careful how you do them anyways. So do not let, you know, those type of videos be the first ones that you try to submit getting into the program, okay? So just keep it short, keep it boring, keep it simple, you know, simple as possible. And yeah, as long as everything checks out that I mentioned in the rest of the video, you should be good. And if you keep getting denied for whatever reason, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your reason, you know, was for. If you really need help, you can even probably send me those videos through Instagram, or if you want to check out my email, you can do that too. And I'll even review them for you guys and try to help you out, all right? So, but with that being said, I am out. Peace, and I'll see you on the next one.